Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the tangle Holly Lane from CZT Barbara Duel Johnson. Oh, this is cute, and we do have, there are a number of kind of holly-based tangles, but this one is adorable in the way that Barbara has constructed it into a borderline. And love it. Okay. Starts off with 2 lines, however thick you're going to want this. And do they have to be straight? No. They can be however you want them to be. Okay. Next, we're going to do a big zigzag. And this too, don't have to worry too much about. The neat thing about this one, and and some of the other holly leaf type patterns, they're very forgiving. All right, now if you don't know, I did in my version of the step out break down how to create the holly leaf. It is a bunch of C-shaped curve lines. If you've done the tangle Christmas, or is it Xmas red, that's how I learned how to do it. And so I like to, when I see it, separate it out, because if you're like me, you didn't know how to do that. It's like, oh, that's neat. And really, thanks to the Zentangle, I can kind of look at something and then take it apart. But I love that Christmas red tangle, which I'm pretty sure I did a video on that. It is rather neat. It kind of ends up looking like a poinsettia. All right, but here's how it goes. So we're going to start at one end, and in a C-shaped curve line, just kind of going out into space there. Then another, so from that line, this one kind of parallel to, the main line. And then let's have that, we can have that go up a little bit more. And then the third one going back to the line. Now, and then we're going to, we'll flip it, and we're going to do it on the opposite side. Okay, yes, I'm going to turn the tile. And, eventually, when you get to doing it, you might be able to do it in one stroke if you want to. But that's it. I think I find it easier to have a line in the middle, because so for instance, on Christmas red, or Xmas red, excuse me, they're just kind of in the air. So you do a C line this way, a C line this way. I think that's how we did it. And then one coming up here, one coming up here. And I would always, I've had to train myself to kind of have those go straight up, and then the last two kind of, meet in the middle like that. What's beautiful about it, though, just like everything else Zentangle, it doesn't matter how it ends up, because if things in nature aren't always perfect, right? So then we're gonna do this repeatedly on these on the diagonal lines. And this, like I said, fit it in however you can. And don't worry about anything, right? And if you end up with not a lot of room here, there's that thing called hollowbow, right? Where you could, let's just do it here. So, oh no, is it gonna work? Well, let's say it does, right there. So, I'll stop there. I'll come back out with the rest of it, and then in. Like that. It all works out just fine. So don't worry about things not fitting together or anything. And I'm saying that because as I was doing it for the first time, I'm like, oh, this is getting a little squishy in here. Oh, this one isn't like the other one. This is what I was telling myself. And then I smacked myself for a minute, just kidding, and said, stop worrying about it, Heather. It's all going to be fine. And there we have it. Except there are still a couple other steps. Barbara adds in, which I like, and you decide whichever direction, but just some little kind of like veins. And you can, have them kind of aiming towards, say, the tip. It doesn't, however you see them fitting in is what will work. Like that. And then the last step is to add some berries. And I'm going to do them kind of like we do the Bronx cheer. And that is, let's see. Oh, we'll put one right here, which is, it's kind of a scribble, and leave a little bit open. And we'll put one right here too, because that one's kind of halfway. We'll do all this side first. So what Barbara has shown is kind of one up here in the middle, one to either side, like this, like that. Oops, and this one's going to be a partial. And then we'll flip it over. But, you could do a nice orb and fill it in solid if you want, or however you want to do it. I was just kind of liking this idea. So again, one kind of in the middle. The other nice thing with this is, if we're doing this over the top of what we've done, it can hide some things, or just don't worry about it. Like I said, it's organic. Let it be. Let it be however it wants to be. Like that. And then we can add some shading. I just think it's so cute. What a neat idea. And I want to peek again. Yeah, and do take a look at the For More Inspiration link. Let's see, I'm debating. Well, I'm going to start off with, the two ends, because that's kind of how I usually go. So that way it kind of hopefully gives it a little bit of a arc. Something else that you could do is, it could be in addition to, so I'm going to do this. I'm bringing it down. So darker on the ends, and then I'm just bringing this into the one side. I'm going to do that for all the sides. I'm going to do the same side. Real light. Because that kind of gives it a neat look. You could also just, with the graphite, maybe go along either the main vein, which is your zigzag, and maybe just bring that a little bit to one side, or have your pencil go, put graphite all over the veins. Lots of options. And there we go. And I do like the idea, and I'm going to copy on one of Barbara's samples. She put a double line in here as the border, and I kind of like that idea. Just finishes it off. Like that. I love it. So neat. And I, again, especially love that it's forgiving, because that's what Zentangle is all about, is just being able to do and not worry so much. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please click on the like button. And if you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. Make sure to check out the description section for links to the step outs, and then below those you will find my link tree. So if you would like to connect, if you'd like to join me online for classes, things like that, there are links in the link tree. That's what the link tree is, collection of links. And you'll see I have a couple there for where I post classes. I teach Tuesdays and Thursdays. Generally, of course, the month of December is always a little bit hairy, and but do check the places because I will make corrections as needed. Let's see. Also, we have a wonderful Tangle Addicts community on Facebook. So if you happen to be on Facebook, click the link, and there are 4 questions that you have to answer in order to gain entry. It helps me to ensure that that the people that are wanting to come in are actual people, and kind of gives an idea of ways to participate and things like that. Just sets the tone. What else? Oh, we just have a lot of fun there. A lot of fun on the live online classes. Lots of fun, period. That's what we're about. Fun and tangling. All right. So with that, thank you so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.